What's up, y'all? I'm Ryan Mitchell, and I'm so excited for this RDC check-in. We have a very special guest, honey. This icon is a global media personality, a businesswoman, a socialite, model, singer, actress, DJ. I mean, the list goes on, but one thing I will say is she is the prototype. When you think of influencers, honey, you better be thinking of the one and only Paris Hilton. Hi, Paris.
Hello.
Was that
Thanks
was
for
that
the
you?
intro. I love it.
I practiced that just for you.
Loves it.
Thank you so much for being here. I like to do a check-in with everyone, especially because this year has been crazy. How has this year in quarantine been for you?
Well, it's been very interesting. This is the first time in my career that I've actually been in one place. I'm used to traveling 250 days out of the year. So during this time, I've had a lot of time to reflect and also to be creative. I've been painting a lot and also recording a lot of music. So yeah, just been really making the most of the time.
No, yeah, I completely relate because I've been describing this time as like an emotional roller coaster. Has it been kind of transformative for you, especially after watching your documentary where you're talking about you're constantly going? What have you learned about yourself?
Well, I've learned so much about myself, especially when I was shooting my documentary, This is Paris. I just learned things about myself that I had no idea. I feel before I did this film, I really didn't know who I was. So it just, yeah, just learning so much about myself, just how strong I am, how resilient I am. And also just with all the traumatic experiences that I discuss in the film, just how they have affected my life and shaped the woman that I am today.
Yeah, it's so incredible. And that's one thing that I have to say. I have to give you all of the kudos because it takes a lot to really be that vulnerable to showcase yourself in that way, right? And I wanted to know, was it kind of triggering reliving that time in your life when you were recording the documentary and filming?
Yes. It brought up so many emotions that I had blocked out from my memory. Just going through those experiences of just abuse and torture was just something I never wanted to think about it. So when I got out of there, I made a promise to myself that I was never going to talk about it with anyone and just try to act like it didn't happen. But during filming, I just became so close with the director where I felt I could tell her anything. And I started opening up to her about things that I have literally never discussed with not even my family or closest friends.
Wow. Wow. That's incredible. I mean, clearly that bond was so strong where did it start off with you just being like, oops, I wasn't supposed to say that? Or was it just kind of a natural transition in y'all's relationship and kind of revealing these parts of yourself?
Well, we were shooting the film for a year and a half, and I didn't open up about that until about 7 months into shooting. So it was definitely not part of the plan. I wasn't planning on talking about that, but I just was so emotional and exhausted during shooting that I revealed to her what I had went through. And I told her, I don't want this in the film. Let's not discuss this anymore. But she just kept pushing me and saying, this is so important. People need to understand the real you. And then I really just started going into it. It was almost like this very therapeutic, cathartic experience.
Yeah.
It was just, yeah, it was very empowering to actually finally release all of that and talk about it. And I'm so proud that I was brave enough to do that because the response has just been incredible just from everyone around the world. So I'm just so proud that I finally told my true story.
No, right? Because I was thinking when I saw you were releasing this documentary, I was like, wait, what's going to be the difference from the first documentary, Paris, Not France? Because, honey, that's what I grew up with. So I'm like, I feel like we know all these things about her. And I felt like you were pretty revealing then. But seeing in what ways you've kind of grown now is just incredible. I gotta tell you, I gotta give it to you. Like, girl, you did that. It was incredible to see.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah,
Of
I feel like
course.
this is the first time I've actually been myself because I've only shown the world the character that I portrayed on The Simple Life. And that's just something I have been doing for my entire career. So it's such a relief now to finally be able to be myself and show the world that I'm not a dumb blonde. I'm just very good at pretending to be one.
Aren't we all though? Aren't we all? I mean, Legally Blonde was a hit for a reason. We all love that. But I want to talk about why we're here because it's super exciting, right? I Blame You is your new single. It is out today. Tell us what inspired this song. Is there someone cute and special in your life that inspired this?
Yes, this has been inspired by the love of my life, Carter.
Ooh,
And
hey
I'm
Carter,
just,
what's up?
yes, I've never been so happy in my life. I feel so safe and protected, and like I finally found my perfect match. And the song, I Blame You, is my first love song that I've done in years because I've been mostly focusing on, more dance music, being a DJ. So I wanted to do this love ballad for him and just how he has just brought me so much happiness. And basically, I blame you is basically I blame you for me being the happiest I've ever been, ever.
Are you kidding me? Are you about to make me cry right now? Like, stop that stuff. But also there's something special that's happening, and you paired and you decided with this song you're going to be all the proceeds are going to go to the Breaking Code Silence movement. Tell us a little bit more about that and why pairing this song with that felt just so right for you.
I just felt this song was the perfect song to release right now. I think the world needs some happiness, and I love being able to provide that. And also, I really wanted to make a difference. So 100% of the proceeds are all going towards the Breaking Code Silence movement. And that movement is a group of survivors, and we're all working together to change the troubled teen industry and stop the child abuse that's happening. And I was just actually at Provo Canyon School last weekend, and we did a huge silent protest outside of the
Wow.
school with hundreds of survivors that came in from all around the United States. And it was just one of the most empowering moments of my life, just to be with everybody and to be outside of that school and show them we are exposing you, and this is no longer going to be something that's just swept under the rug, because children are being abused, people are losing their lives, and I just want to raise awareness and stop that from happening. That was another thing when I was a little girl. I said, one day I'm going to shut this school down and save all the children. So I'm so proud that I've finally had the courage to live up to that promise. And I know my little girl self would be so proud of the woman I am today.
I bet. I mean, it's crazy the timing of it all because when your documentary came out, I feel like the world was already in such a crazy time with quarantine and then protests happening all across the countries. Were you nervous about that being like the timing of this may just seem weird or off or it might not hit well with your audience?
Well, this film was originally supposed to come out at the Tribeca Film Festival and then go directly into theaters. So
Mhm.
this was supposed to be out, right before the pandemic happened.
Yeah.
And then we kept pushing the date. Obviously, we weren't sure what was happening with this pandemic and when it was going to end. So we just kept pushing it and pushing it. And then they just decided on that date a month ago.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure what to expect. I had no idea, finally telling my story, I had no idea how the world was going to react. But I was pleasantly surprised that the support has just been incredible. And I'm getting so many letters every day from survivors who have been through the
Mm.
same thing as myself, and just saying thank you so much for validating me. Nobody's ever believed me. And just a lot of kids are now being pulled out of Provo Canyon School and different programs like it. So it's already making such a huge difference. And I'm not going to stop until this abuse stops. So I'm going to do whatever it takes for however long it takes to fight for these kids so that they don't have to go through what all of us went through.
I mean, who knew 2020 would bring out activist Paris Hilton? It's kind of wild to realize that. Like you're a full-on activist. Like, have you accepted that yet?
Yes, I feel like I've done amazing things in my life that I'm proud of, but this is the one thing I'm most proud of. I feel that I finally
Yeah.
have a real purpose in life, and I have a mission, and I have something that really matters. And I'm just so proud of that, and just all the respect I'm being given now. I just feel just so lucky and excited for the future.
Okay, so let's talk about what the fans want to know. You posted a music video teaser with my icon Kim Petras. Please tell me more. What is happening? Like how was it working with her?
Well, that was just a little video we put out on TikTok that I put on my socials. But Kim has actually been writing me a song, so I will be in the studio singing that. I love Kim. She's such a queen and is so iconic, and I'm so proud of her. So I can't wait to hear the song that she comes up with for me.
So you're working on an album. So tell me more about this album. When can we expect it? Is there a title? You got to spill some tea with me, Paris.
Yes. Well, I have a lot of songs I've been working on. I have another song that's coming out soon called Pickle with the Nervo twins. And I
Cute.
love
Now, you
them.
know I like a pickle.
Yes. Yeah. There's definitely a double meaning to that song. It's a lot of fun. And then I'm also working with Benny Benassi. We're going to be
Nice.
re-releasing one of his iconic songs. That will be a surprise. And just been producing and writing. And I have another song with the Electric Polar Bears that's coming out in a few months. So I've just been nonstop in the studio. And then I also
Yeah.
recorded a music video for my song Heartbeat, which is the love ballad from the first album. And it's the same writer who wrote Like a Virgin for Madonna and also Cyndi Lauper songs,
Stop.
Time After Time. So he's a legend. And we did a music video for that like 2 weeks ago. So that will be out soon.
Wow, you are really I mean, I thought you were supposed to be slowing down in the quarantine, but you're still finding some way to work harder than ever.
Yes, I don't stop. That's how I am. Success is something that drives me in life, and I love working hard and being creative and just coming out with new content and fun products for all of my fans.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's go into the rapid fire questions. Cool?
Yes.
All right, let's do this, Queen. Okay, so do you still talk to any of the families or employers from The Simple Life?
Yes, I've been in contact with little Braxton. He was the little toddler on the show. He's all grown up, and he just told me a couple weeks ago that the grandpa passed away. So I was very sad to hear about that because I miss the whole family and they're so sweet. And we're going to be planning a reunion show soon, so everybody will get to see what everyone's up to.
Wait, stop. You and Nicole are reuniting?
Well, we're planning it right now, so I'm not sure exactly what's happening, but we're going to be, we're in contact right now with the family to do something. So we'll see what happens with that.
Oh, that's so cute. Now okay, I have to bring this up because all the social media gays will kill me if I don't. There's a hilarious video of you running out of a house in a blue dress, getting into a car and like driving away. I was wondering, do you remember that and like what that backstory was? Was it a part of The Simple Life?
Yeah, it was part of The Simple Life, but people have made so many memes out of it. It's so hilarious. Just seeing all these meme accounts, like just like referencing The Simple Life or using videos and making like a funny meme out of it. It's hilarious.
Oh my God. It's like my favorite thing. I literally used it describing like me about to do this interview with you. Because you talked about it in your documentary and how it's such a huge deal for you. Have you hit $1 billion yet? That's what you're working for.
I've been working very hard, and I think I was just so focused on just monetary and like all of that because I wasn't happy in my personal life. So I think that all my focus and drive went into work and just caring so much about making $1 billion. But now I'm just so happy, and I just feel that, you know, money does not bring happiness. It doesn't really matter. So I'm focusing more on my future and the next phase of my life and starting a family and growing up. So yeah, I'll continue being a boss babe, but I care more about being a mom.
Well, and I love that. So that's like your next phase of your life, becoming a mom, because I know you've been looking into egg freezing, and what's that process been like, especially with your new boy, your love of your life?
It's been amazing. I'm so excited, just planning everything out, and we already came up with our first daughter's name, which is going to be London, Marilyn. And I'm so excited.
Is she already iconic or what? Like, does she have a catchphrase?
I have to think of one for her. Get it
Can
trademarked right away.
I mean, can I literally just be her goddad? I would literally teach her everything she needs to know. She'll be
Yes.
fierce.
I love that.
Okay, so could we possibly see your mom join Aunt Kyle on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? Would you hate it or would you love it?
I don't know what's happening with that, but I just feel like that show has so much drama that I really wouldn't want my mom being a part of that.
Yeah, yeah. And one, your mom seems too classy for it. No shade. I love Kyle Richards. She's like everything. But I think it's just kind of like the drama. No one needs it. And has there been anything and I kind of asked you this a little bit earlier, but has there been anything that sticks out to you right now that you've learned about yourself moving forward, like especially with where you want to go, especially with motherhood?
I've just realized, my priorities have changed. I used to have, such FOMO to miss out on anything. That's why you'd literally see me like everywhere, like Cannes and then Coachella and Ultra and Burning Man. I don't know, just like every single thing I would need to be at all the time. And my FOMO has went away because there's nothing to be FOMO for because I'm not missing out on anything since nothing's happening. So I feel like that was just amazing for me to realize that I don't need to be everywhere. And I love being at home now and I love to cook. And just,
Ooh, what
I
you
don't know, I'm a
cooking?
homebody. I'm
What are you
cooking everything.
cooking?
I'm cooking a lot of sliving lasagna, of course.
Okay, all
Um,
right.
and I actually have a cooking show that's going to be coming out soon. So I start
I feel
shooting
like
that.
you are really spilling tea with me, Paris. I am really enjoying this. Thank you.
Yeah. You're easy to spill the tea with. I love your vibe.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that a lot. And I also want to know, super quick as we wrap up, last question. Besides Kim Petras, are there any other artists that are on your radar? Especially because obviously you're a DJ, you're always listening to music. What are you thinking?
Oh, there's so many amazing artists I love. I love Demi Lovato. She's so sweet. She was just in my house. We had a premiere of my film, so she came and we had so much fun together. Love her music. We've been friends since forever. I love Dua Lipa. I think she's incredibly talented. So beautiful. Yeah, I love them. I love Katy Perry. I love Britney, Christina,
Ooh.
all the icons.
Yes, all the icons. And it's so funny. We actually have a friend in common, my good friend Erica Costello.
I
I love
love
her.
her.
She's
She's so
everything.
dope. She's so cool.
I have to keep a skinny white girl in next to me, honey. That's just a part of it.
Yes. She's
Oh
so
my
dope.
God. Paris, thank you so much for joining. You were absolutely incredible. And I know the radio.com fam loved having you on and enjoying this. And of course, I want to tell everyone to go stream I Blame You on all streaming platforms now. And make sure to realize that all the donations are going to Breaking Code Silence. Check out more information about that on www.breakingcodesilence.net. And yeah, girl, you are truly the gift that we need to help us survive 2020. Let me just put that
Oh,
out there. Thank you, Paris, for joining us.
thank you, babe. I love you.
Oh, I love you more. Like, you're so sweet.
Thank
We're
you.
best friends now. Like,
Yes, BFFs.